Welcome, my name is Arman Asadi, and in this video I'm going to give you exactly what you need to finally reclaim your inbox and never ever worry about email again. I'm going to give you the most important steps you need to take to create an automated inbox that will identify only the most important emails directly for you. And you know what? After this training, you're going to actually look forward to checking your email. That probably sounds pretty crazy, right? So, I want to have a quick chat with you because, let's be honest, you don't really like email, do you? You don't really like checking it, and you definitely don't like receiving it or sending it, do you? It's kind of annoying, isn't it? I bet you wish you could telepathically just message people exactly what you were thinking and hope that with everything else in technology that's become up to date, email might become obsolete one day. But that's not really happening, is it? The thing is, your email is full of junk, full of distracting emails, and you're sitting there trying to figure out which ones are the most important, aren't you? I mean, most of us are. Would I be right to say that you've heard someone ask you the question before, "Hey, did you happen to, get my email?" Ooh, that's the worst, isn't it? I really don't like that one. I mean, here's the thing, you're probably thinking, okay, you've done your best, you tried to set up a few filters, Gmail introduced their new inbox with tabs, and you're thinking, okay, they're helping me out, they're customizing and automating my inbox a little bit, and I'm filtering emails, and I'm identifying them with little yellow markers, which one's important and which one's not, and I should, have a reliable system and strategy. No, it's not really working, is it? The reason this is happening is because nobody teaches email strategy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time I heard anybody come up with a decent strategy was what? Defer, delete, delegate, all that stuff. And I mean, that's the only thing that's ever really picked up. But it's not your fault, is it? Guess what? I'm here to help. And here's something I want to tell you right away, and you need to know this. Email is not going anywhere. We're stuck with it. We have to deal with it. And it's the most important communication tool we have. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to start by making email fun. We're going to make it profitable, and we're going to make it easy. That way, you look forward to checking your email. And we're going to start by giving you a completely fresh slate. We're going to do what I call an inbox reboot, where we're going to take your inbox and in less than 2 minutes, we're going to completely reboot and refresh your inbox, because you know what? It feels really good to start with a brand new slate. And I'm going to show you every single step you need to take. Because you see, with a fresh inbox, pretty much anything is possible. Then we're going to show you exactly how to take all that junk, all those annoying, unwanted emails, and bury them deep where they belong so that they never creep up into the middle of all these important emails. And we're going to set up a bulletproof system to prevent them from ever creeping up into your email again in the future. And finally, we are going to show you the foundations of a system, the very best stuff I have to show you exactly how to massively boost your productivity and spend 75% less time on email so that you can focus on the more important tasks. So, here's the big question. Why do I care? And why should you listen to me? Look, my entire life I have been a lifelong procrastinator. I'm the guy that didn't do his homework, I didn't turn in projects on time, and I never, ever had my email under control. I'm the guy that's been buried under thousands and thousands of emails, getting yelled at and constantly getting the question, "Hey, Arman, did you see my email?" I've been there and I've felt that, and I know exactly what it feels like. I started creating a full-blown system on all things email management, especially with Gmail. And guess what? Next thing you know, my colleagues were looking at me and kind of looking over my shoulder, checking out my inbox and going, "Hey, Arman, you don't have many emails. What's going on? What's going on?" And obviously I turn around, look at them and say, "Okay, yeah." And they go, "Well, how do you do it?" And so I started being a good coworker and started showing people. Well, word got around and Armand had this strategy, and next thing you know, I even had people outside of work asking me to help them. Family started, friends of friends, and next thing you know, guess what? I had people paying me hundreds of dollars an hour just to show them this system. This exact system, what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my absolute very best stuff in this video, and I'm convinced that if you act on it, your life will never be the same when it comes to email management. And I'm not just going to grab some inbox with like a couple hundred emails and go, okay guys, click here and do this and do that and follow along. No, it's going to be fun, number one. And I'm going to give myself a bit of a challenge. I've picked an inbox that has just under 5,000 emails. If this inbox can be fixed, so can yours. So, with that, as Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, come with me if you want to live. Let's do this. Welcome to the free training. I just want to start out by saying how excited I am to share this with you and demonstrate live over my shoulder rebooting an entire inbox. And I have a really bad one, folks. I mean, if yours is anything like this one, you are going to be so excited to see how I am going to just completely revamp, reboot, and restart this inbox in an instant. And I'm going to take my time doing it so that you can watch every step. It's probably going to take you half the time. So please pay close attention. I'm definitely going to make this as easy as possible and step by step so that you can follow me all the way through. And by the time you're done watching this, if you follow me, you're going to have a completely revamped inbox. Our main goals and the main things I'm going to be showing you here are, again, how to reboot your inbox. We're also going to touch a lot on spam, and I'm going to show you how to completely eliminate all those annoying emails you receive every single day. I don't want to name them by name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay, I will. Groupon, LinkedIn, Living Social, PayPal, all those websites, and even the random ones where you shop on a website and buy a pair of shoes, and for the rest of your life, they're sending you emails. And no matter what you do, you unsubscribe, you log in, you change your mail settings, but nothing changes. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to solve the problem now and continue to solve the problem going forward. And last but not least, I'm going to show you how to boost your productivity by 75% with just a few really simple strategies. These are things I've been working on for years. They've taken me years to master, but you're going to learn them in a heartbeat. It's going to be so simple, folks. So all I ask is that you give it your all, you pay close attention, you implement everything I recommend, and just try it out and see exactly how unbelievably simple and effortless your email is going to become just by following these few steps. So again, I'm really excited. Let's get started. Here is the inbox, and as you can see, there's 3,918 emails in this inbox alone. So it's completely out of order. Now yours may not be this bad, and that's great. And if it is this bad, well, then you're in luck, because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get this back to square one. So our first action is to go into the search box here and type in our search term. We're on the main page of our inbox, and we're typing in a search, and it's label inbox space label colon inbox space before colon, and here we insert the date. And for the date, this is the only part that's going to be different between what I'm doing and what you're doing. You're essentially just going to take whatever it is, whatever is the date today minus 30 days. So for example, for me, the date today is December 6th, 2012. So my search is going to be 2012/11/6. And that's 30 days before today. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the search button. And here I am with my search results. So as you can see, all the emails are 1 month ago or older. So all these emails are from November 4th or older. If I click back, they're older than that. So Now I need to archive all these emails so that we can have something more manageable to work with. So we're going to click the little button here, the little square, and when we click that, it gives a check mark and selects every single email here. Now, what popped up was a message that says, all 20 conversations on this page are selected. Select all conversations that match this search. Yes, you want to click that button, okay? So we're going to click that button because basically what it's going to do is rather than just selecting the 20 on this page, it's going to select everything else behind it as well. So now, all conversations in the search are selected. What's our step? We're going to go up, and this is the fun part. We are going to hit the magic button, archive, and it's going to take all these messages out of the inbox and archive them. Are you guys ready? Because this is really fun, and it always puts a smile on my face doing this for people. Hit the button. Are you sure this will affect all conversations? Is sure? Are you sure? Yes, we are. Bam. All conversations have been archived. All right. Now, I'm going to go back to the inbox. And what we have is 690. A lot more manageable, okay? A lot more manageable than 3,900. All right. Now I want you to follow me along with the next step, because this is where it gets really fun, and we're going to start creating the effortless email system. Okay, so we're going to create an action label, a new label for our Gmail inbox. And it's going to make a lot more sense in a second, but just follow along for now. Watch me go down here to my label section, and you should see a little button here that says more, or maybe yours is already expanded, and we're going to create a new label. Okay. We're going to call this label, I call it the @ sign, because for me that means action, at, as in I need to reply to somebody. For you it could be anything. A lot of my clients like to just write action. Some of them like to write to do. In this case we're just going to go with to do. It's plain and simple. It tells us that we have a task that we need to do. Okay. So we've created that. It's right here, ready to go. Now, we are going to go up here to the gear icon of our Gmail inbox, or settings, as they call it, the gear. We're going to go to the settings. And first thing we're going to go do is customize our inbox, and click on this inbox button. Now, I've shown you a lot of little tricks up until now, but this piece right here is the key component to this entire training. You know, we've already talked about Gmail's new inbox and the tabs, and as you can see here, when you come into this inbox section, it gives you the ability to choose a few different types of inboxes. Gmail is now calling this new tabbed inbox their default inbox. And that's what's currently selected for most people, unless you override it. And a lot of people like to go in and play around with this and try different things. Now, everything we've done up until this point are just pieces in the foundation to the inbox that we're going to create, which is a custom automated system. If you take a look here, there's different types of inboxes. We are going to select the priority inbox, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. If you go here, you'll see that the priority inbox allows you to actually have 4 different sections, not just these 3 that are already selected. We're going to go ahead and customize this a little bit, so just follow along. Number 1 is the important section. You're going to make sure that this is the in inbox and important, not the important and unread. These are very clear distinctions here, so mark important. This next one is also a piece you really have to pay attention, something really small that I think the Gmail developers really didn't take a closer look at, because what I'm going to do completely changes the way the starred section works, and it's also going to manipulate it in a way that we can use it for long-term projects and things that we need to keep for long-term storage. Now, by default, the in-inbox and starred selection is already selected. As you can see, it says in-inbox and starred. We're going to click More Options, and we're going to go all the way down here to where it says starred. In our third section, we're going to mark that section that we just created. So we're going to go down here to More Options, And we're going to choose our to-do folder. Bam, that's our third section. And our fourth section, everything else. And we just want to make sure that's selected for up to 50. In case you're getting a lot of emails, you want to be able to see as many as possible. Our inbox unread count, I like it to include only the unread items in the first section, not the entire inbox, because what matters is what the most important emails are. Those are the only ones that matter. And then the importance markers, just make sure this is on. You want to make sure that the importance markers are on, because this is also a key component to making sure Gmail automates our inbox in a way where only the most important messages are showing up in the important section, and the unimportant ones should go to the everything else section. So help Gmail out by training it and marking the important emails and unmarking the unimportant ones. And then we're going to go ahead and hit Save Changes. And now we're back in the inbox, and what we have is an important section, a starred section with nothing in it, an all to-do section, and an everything else section. Just really quick, I want you guys to see what happened. Remember that number? It just became 15. Now we're going to start with the everything else section, and we're going to scroll our way down, because all the junk, the annoying emails you deal with every day, the notification emails, all that stuff. I mean, look at this: Pinterest, concerts, no reply. I personally don't want emails in my inbox that are from a no reply, and unless they're very urgent, and I'm sure you feel the exact same way. And I struggled with this for years until I figured this system out. So, I mean, the steps here are we want to make sure that the emails that are in our inbox are worthy of being read. Okay, that's the rule. Do they need to be read? We're going to get rid of it, and we're going to take it out of our inbox if we don't need to be reading it on a daily basis. Now, really let that marinate, really let that sit in. If it's something that we don't need to see every day, because you have to be the judge here. You're going to create the rules, right? I'm going to go through this person's inbox, and I'm going to handle this for them as a favor, and especially for this training, but you have to decide which emails are going to get filtered out and which ones are going to stay, okay? So, now follow along. We're going to go down to this everything else section. We're going to click on the 1 through 25 of many so that we get access to everything. So we're going to start by going with the first email. And here we have a list of all the emails. And let's just dig right in. So first email. All right, let's see. Display images. Okay, Pinterest. Definitely don't want it. We are going to filter this one out. In this case, it's an email that Pinterest automatically started sending us because we signed up with them, and we get it once a week, and it's a whole weekly newsletter. So we're not going to deal with going into Pinterest.com and finding where we went wrong. We're going to go up here to the More button. We're going to select Filter Messages like these. And we're going to click that. And what pops up here is the filter search. And automatically it's always going to pull based on who the email is from. And on the right side here, you're going to see all the emails that match that search for that filter. There's different categories, but we're going to go ahead and say create filter with this search. So all the emails here, just to be clear, are weekly emails from Pinterest. We don't need any of these. Sometimes people say to me, hey Armand, what do I do if I pull the search for the filter? And sometimes there's emails mixed in that I want and others that I don't want. In that case, I'm going to show you exactly what to do because I'm sure we'll run into it. But essentially, what's happening is good and bad emails, annoying and not annoying emails, basically, are coming from the same email address. An example I can think of is PayPal. Some of those emails are just notification emails. Others, I want to be informed when a deposit's been made or money's been sent, things like that. And so in that case, I would perform a search and change this to say, to match the subject of the email that I don't want and have those filtered out. All right, I'm going to create a filter. And here are the options that we're going to apply to most of our filters. We're going to skip the inbox. We're going to apply the label. And we're going to either create a new label or we're going to use the label here, notifications, that she already had. But in this case, you're generally going to create a new label, notifications. So I'm going to act like it's not there. Notifications. Create the label. Well, it won't let me because it already exists. So I'm just going to choose notifications and apply the label. Now, I go down here to never mark it as important because they're definitely not as important. And I also want to apply the filter to 6 matching conversations here. And we're going to say create the filter. And that's that. So now I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut E to archive this message. And it's gone. All right. So we're back at our emails. These LinkedIn emails. Absolutely love LinkedIn as a company and as a service, but they email so much. No matter what little interaction you take, you're going to get an email. So this is really important to filter out. Now look at how many pulled up. 92. You see that? 92 emails pulled up. There's very rarely going to be a LinkedIn email for me that I want to make sure I receive. If you use LinkedIn, you're probably going to be checking it, and so you're not worried about missing any notifications if somebody sends you an endorsement or sends you a message. If you're worried about that, you can adjust the filter, but for me, I say get rid of all emails that are coming from the member at LinkedIn. And this by itself is going to save you big time. We're going to skip the inbox, apply the label, never mark it important, apply to 92 conversations, and that's it. This is an email from Meetup's website. My gut tells me we should create a filter because there are other emails that are possibly coming from meetup.com that we need to get rid of. So this says it's got some random search here. So we're going to change this. And instead, we're going to say we want to do a filter for anything that has the words meetup.com. Feel free to do this for any website that you receive a lot of emails from, and just type that in there, or type in a search for something that most of those emails contain. Hit that create the search, and boom, look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. 104 emails in the last 30 days alone. I mean, that's... Guys, you can't even see me, but I'm rubbing my forehead right now because I'm so... I feel stress leaving my body for this person. I mean, this is incredible. 100 emails from this website. You're invited, you're invited, you're invited. New meetup group, new meetup group. I mean, I can't wait for you to do this and just feel the sense of relief because this is just incredible right now. So 1 through 20 of 104, just because we typed in a search for meetup.com. As always, skip the inbox, apply the label, notifications, never mark it important, and also apply. Your job is to go through those emails, pick out the ones that you get the most from, like LinkedIn, because they have a list for jobs, they have a list for news, they have all kinds of lists. And basically, go through those and filter them out or unsubscribe. I much more recommend the filter feature because you're going to continue to receive emails from them a lot of the times and you're not going to be able to get around it. So remember, don't go crazy with this and don't let this become frustrating all in and of itself. The idea here is to just get rid of some of the main ones that are emailing you every day, and so you can start from a better place, because I'm going to show you how to get rid of all of these in a second too. As you're going through, make sure there's none that are too interesting to you that you want to make sure you keep in your inbox. But one that just stood out is Amazon local deals. Some people really like deals, other people don't. In this case, I'm going to create a filter for this, and we're going to say that this filter, rather than going to the notifications, we're going to choose a new label. And we're going to call it deals. And going forward, any email
that comes from any of these deal companies, look, 104 just from Amazon deals, Groupon, Living Social, Google offers, we're going to filter all of those. What they can do is then go directly to the deal folder and take a look at what's new that day. Otherwise, there's no need for it. So now that we've gone through and filtered out over 1,000 emails into the notifications folder alone, and I was just getting started. That was nothing. Now that we've done that, we're left with we're left with something around 500 emails in the last 30 days. Now, that's going to be really hard to get through right now. So we're not going to do it. We're going to deal with it as they come in. So going forward, you know what you have to do. You filter them. You create labels corresponding to whatever it is that list or that topic or that niche is. If it's deals, if it's photography, whatever it is, start to filter those out, create labels, and add them to their corresponding group. We are almost completely done and are about to have a truly automated, effortless email inbox. All right, folks, one of the last steps here. Here's all you have to do. We need to separate out everything else from what's left in your important section of the inbox. Now we have what it says right here, over 500 emails still left. So what are we going to do? Follow along. Make this easy for you. We're going to click the little box here. And remember, keep in mind, I'm going to take one step back so that everyone can see exactly where I am. Here's the main inbox, okay? This is the main inbox. We are in the section right here that says everything else, and we're clicking here. That gives us access to all our emails now. This is everything, okay? Click the box, and we're going to select, right here, to select all 504 conversations, okay? Now that we have every email in our inbox selected, we're going to mark them all as read. Yes. Done. Cool. All the emails have been marked as read. We're going to go back to the main inbox. And if you notice, everything is read, even the section at the top that says important emails. We are now going to separate out the important ones from the non-important ones. Here's how we do that. Where it says important, click over here on the right on the number that you see. Select all by clicking this box right here. Go to more. Mark these as unread. So these 23 conversations have now been marked as unread. No need to keep them selected. Go back to our main screen, and here we are. Our important section is unread. Everything else is read. We're going to perform a really easy search. The search is inbox is read. So we're going to pull up all emails that are read in the inbox. Hit enter, and here you have it. This trick alone, you guys, is just huge. I mean, being able to separate out like that, anytime you get into a situation where you're completely way behind on emails, go ahead and perform one of these searches, separate out the important from the not important, make sure there's nothing you're missing, get rid of everything in that not important section, okay? And then focus on what's important. So we're going to select all. We're going to hit the button again here that says select all conversations that match this search. And we don't know exactly how many. We just know it's everything other than, I believe it was 504 minus the 23. And we are going to hit the magic archive button. See you later, never again. This will affect all conversations. Yes, I'm not scared because it's just an archive. I can still search and find it anytime I want. And here we go, back to our main inbox. Yes, that's it, you guys. Look at it. Nothing in everything else, nothing in our to-do, and nothing in our start. Now, really quickly, I'd like to explain a little bit of the theory that goes into effortless email and why you need to make sure you understand the system. Going forward, you put an email in your to-do section as you're reading it if you cannot answer it in less than 2 minutes. If you're going through your email and you can't answer it in less than 2 minutes, send it to your to-do section. The next time you're checking email, you can answer that email. Or when you're done getting through all your emails, you can answer that email. You don't want to allow yourself to get distracted when all you're really doing is checking email. Make sure that makes sense. Let it sink in. If it takes more than 2 minutes, send it to your to-do section. Now, what is my starred section, Armand? Why would I star a message? A great example of a starred message would be an airline ticket flight, or it could be a hotel reservation, or it could be a confirmation to an event you're going to be attending. And you know that when you get to the gate or to the venue, they want to scan your ticket from your phone, but you don't want to go into your phone and search for the email. So all you have to do is star it, and it will be sitting there for you, right there in the start section. Once you archive it, it will be right there in the start section. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. And if you start using the Gmail app for Android or iOS, if you're not already using it, get on it. The iOS version just released an update that is incredible. Everything you need is going to be at your fingertips if you use the effortless email system. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited for you. You're going to absolutely love it. So make sure that your long-term projects, things that you need to refer to multiple times, you go to your start section. Your to-do section is for one-time review. You need to get the job done. You need to consult with somebody before you answer the email, whatever it is. Your everything else section, don't let it pile up. Go through them. If you see that it's not important enough to make your inbox, filter it out. As the emails start coming in, filter out the stuff that's no good. Everything else that's not important, let it stay down there. Generally, my rule is if it's a direct email to me from a colleague, from a friend, a direct email to me, then it gets this ticker. It gets the marker. It's important. Everything else, not important. Okay? Especially threads. You know, when we're talking about the business world, we're talking about the professional world, and there's a lot of threads, a lot of people get CC'd. You got to stay on top of this stuff, people. That's what's going to make the difference and show your boss, show your teammates how productive you've become. All right, look at this thing. It's beautiful. A completely different inbox. It's been transformed night and day. And this is only the beginning. I'm giving you some fantastic stuff here, so I really hope you enjoyed our inbox reboot. I've shown you how to eliminate spam once and for all, how to filter out the junk, the annoying, the unnecessary emails, and how to reduce the amount of time you spend in your inbox by 75%.
Welcome back. You must feel fantastic. How good do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10. Go on, tell me. You must feel like a wizard Gmail ninja right now, don't you? Are you starting to see what's possible with a fully efficient automated inbox? Email is easily the most important tool we have in our arsenal of communication tools. It is responsible for everything we do in our personal and business lives. Everything starts with an email. Let me ask you a question. When you send out an email and you don't get a response in the first 24 to 36 hours, you start to get a little annoyed, don't you? Yeah. You're like in the shower, just thinking like, damn it, that bill. You do, don't you? And what if you don't get a response at all? Like a week goes by and you haven't heard anything. You pretty much want to slap that person, don't you? I'm joking, but you get the idea, right? In this training, you've seen just a snippet of what the effortless email can set up for you. I mean, I can't fit all my stuff into one training video, but that was easily some amazing stuff. And you're starting to see what's possible, right? Before we did all this, we did some surveying, and we found some pretty interesting stuff. The top 3 pains and frustrations for people when it came to email broke down as follows. Number 1, the number 1 thing people were most annoyed with and frustrated with about email was all the junk and spam and annoying emails sitting in their inbox that they just simply could never get rid of. The second most frustrating thing was the feeling that they need to constantly check email from their phone, from the laptop, have it open all the time, you know, ooh, got another email, ooh, desktop notification, got to respond to email. That feeling was driving people crazy. And the third thing, the last final thing of all the list, these were just the top three. The third one was not having a truly reliable system or strategy in place. All of which is explained in detail in Effortless Email. The main aspect of it being what's taught is how to finally reclaim your inbox so that you can look forward to these fun, profitable, exciting business and personal emails rather than dread the feeling of checking your inbox. In the system, we have 11 modules of step-by-step tutorial videos where you follow along with me and I show you exactly what needs to be done to set up this bulletproof, effortless system. And by setting it up, you're going to learn some things. I mean, obviously, part of it is understanding how to check email, because there's a strategy. You can't just sit there and check it every time you get a ping on your email, on your phone, or on your computer. That just simply can't be done. You learn the strategies for when to check your email, what shortcuts to use, what tools to use, how to create a custom automated inbox that works for you. Not just some standard cookie cutter, type of package where I say, this is what you do, and you better do it. You'll also learn a lot of time-saving strategies so you can be productive and spend time focusing on what's important in your life. Because that is truly the most important thing, isn't it? Why spend all your time burying and checking through email? I've been obsessed with this stuff for years, truly. And every time I expose somebody to my system, and after all the years now of showing people my system and training them on it, I do this because I know I must do it, because I've seen the look on people's faces when we've gone through the training together. This weight is just instantly lifted off of their shoulders. Months later, I see people and they come up to me and they, Armand, my inbox, I know, it's effortless. It's really easy. Everything we do is really easy to follow along with and very step-by-step and delivered in bite-sized modules so that you can take action. You'll absorb the information and you'll take action. And you'll be motivated to because I'm really good at that, trust me. I know how to make sure you follow through because everything we do is one step to the next and it's going to build this foundation. You're going to learn how to have a real zero inbox. And I'm not talking about the mythological creature that everyone talks about. I'm talking about one that actually exists that we're going to set up and it's going to help you eliminate virtually all your email stress. And this custom inbox that we're going to build for you is going to have all your accounts together as one beautiful system so that you can focus on those most important emails, no matter which email account you're looking at. And finally, most important of all, we're going to set something up that allows you to stop being a slave to your inbox, because you're in control, not the inbox. I've got kind of a sad story that I think I need to share with you. When I was working in the corporate world, which I was there for a while, I worked with a lot of people that didn't really take email seriously. They just simply didn't see the value in it. And there was a specific example of one guy who started getting that, hey, have you seen my email question from his manager way too often. And can you guess what happened? Yeah. He was eventually put on a performance plan, which, what does that mean? Basically means one more screw up and you're out of here. And can you guess what happened? It is. I told you, it's a sad story. He got fired. Now, what do you think his job was worth to him? And it all happened because of these emails and not being responsible and timely. Not knowing how to manage what's important. What's that job worth to him? Now, let's use an example. A very conservative example. The average job or income in the US is what? $50,000. So let's look at the positive side of what's possible if you're insanely uber productive. Okay, well, the average raise is what? Inflation, something around 2%. But for people to do a really good job, you can get a raise around 10%. So 10% means $5,000 for one raise for just being able to be responsible enough to handle your emails and be a superstar, because that's what everybody wants to do. What's your next client worth to you? What is one joint venture deal worth to you, or your job worth to you? You know, when I was at Google, I got so good at this, and I'm being completely honest here, that I was able to get 2 raises, each more than 10%, in less than 18 months. Within a year and a half, I got 2 raises of 10%. That's a lot of money. And you know what? I worked hard for it, and I set up a strategy that worked. I knew exactly how to follow up with people and touch base with them, and that's all part of this system. This information will massively boost your productivity in a way that allows you to rest and recuperate and not put all your stress into things like email, so that your energy and focus can go into the most important tasks. Time and time again, I have seen examples of how email is the single most important communication tool we have, and simply what's possible with having this type of system in place. So you're probably thinking, okay, Armand, sounds good, but listen, I ain't got those kind of dollars you want to, you got all this information you already gave me, I'm assuming there's a lot more. Okay, that's fine, but I don't got those kind of dollars, to invest in a whole system. But here's the thing. I'm not looking to break the bank for anybody. I want to make this accessible to everybody. You see, I'm the one that went out and did all the hard work and invested the time to learn these productivity strategies. I've read all the books, all the articles, and we're not going to be working together in person, so you don't have to pay me hundreds of dollars an hour like others did. This entire course is all inside a beautiful members area where you get to go in and get each module, and each video is accompanied by a PDF summary guide. In case you forget anything, you can just take a look at the guide. And you'll always get access to all the videos. There's trainings, there's summary guides of the slides too. Everything we go over in the training is there for you, all 11 modules. And I'm not going to charge you a monthly membership fee like most of these courses and websites do. No monthly fees, one-time fee. Everything I mentioned above, right now in the industry, it's averaging about $250 to $300 for this type of course. But I'm not going to charge you that much. Like I said, I don't want this money thing to be an obstacle at all. I need to get this into your hands because I'm convinced, I believe, I know what a difference this is going to make in your life. Here's the crazy part. If you purchase Effortless Email today, I'm going to throw in one really big bonus. Are you ready? You're going to get 1 year of email coaching directly from me. What does that mean? It means you can literally type in my email, ask me a question when you're stuck, anything that happens for the next year, any issues you run into, you can email me directly. Now, you're probably thinking, how is he ever going to be able to do that? Well, are you forgetting? I'm the one that made Effortless Email. So don't worry about that. I'll handle the emails, and I'll probably get back to you faster than most of your friends too. That's the truth. And why would I offer such an insane perk, access to my time? You want to know why? Because I'm in this for the long run. I want to have one of those really happy, nice, giving relationships with you, full of me just giving value and helping you out as much as possible, because I want you to be a happy customer, and I want you to look to me for this kind of stuff in the long run, for years to come. I'm here, baby. Our relationship, this is just the beginning. And I kind of lied. There isn't only one bonus. There's another one. Boom. Second bonus. When you pay this $97, you're going to get lifetime access to the course. Forever. It's all yours to keep. Go in, download the videos, download the audios, download the PDF files, whatever you want. It's all yours to keep. And you don't even have to download them. You can just go in because it'll be waiting for you right there. Lifetime access. And guess what else? When there are updates to Effortless Email, you're not going to get an email from me that goes something like this. Hi guys. So Effortless Email 2.0. It's a lot of bonus stuff. It's better. $197 and I'll let you in. No. I'm not going to pull that crap on you. You're not going to get one of those emails. You get free updates for life. So no matter what happens with Effortless Email, how many times Gmail changes its formula, you'll get updates directly from me on what to do next. And guess what? There's a third bonus. I'm just full of lies today, aren't I? Third bonus is, once you finish this course and you get all the way through, you're going to get a really special present from me directly to you, and I can't tell you what it is, it's a surprise, that by itself alone is worth the value of this system. Effortless email is an investment, and I put my very best into it, and I know you're going to take away nothing but tremendous value of it. Nevertheless, I don't want you to risk a thing in trying out the system. So I've created what I call my effortless 100% guarantee, and here's how it works. You try this system for 60 days risk-free. Register now with your credit card and try it out. Go through the whole course. Go through all the materials, and if you're not 100% convinced that this is not for you and you didn't gain anything from it, I don't even care what it is. Just email me directly and type cancel, Armand, and I will refund every single penny directly back to you instantly. No customer service, nothing like that. I will directly take care of you myself. And you know what? Don't feel bad. We can still be friends. You can email me, I'll email you, whatever you want. Plus, if you do it today, and if you go through the course, and you do cancel, I'm gonna let you keep the course. That's how convinced I am that this will change your life. You heard right. You can go through the course, refund it, and I'll still let you keep it because I am convinced that you will gain value from this. I am positive of that, and I know you won't abuse it because you can see that I'm speaking to you in an honest, sincere way. So here's what you do. Click that Add to Cart button directly below this video, and you will get started learning the effortless email system right now, immediately after you check out and register. I want to share this with you because I believe that this will help you, and it will change your life, and you will become a much more productive and very successful person as a part of this. No more stress, no more junk and spam, let it go. Just one effortless, automated, custom inbox waiting for you. You already know this system is going to be worth 10 times your investment. So go ahead and put that decision into action. And as our friend Arnold would say, listen to me. It's very important that you listen. This course here, it will teach you to be successful. If you want to be successful, no, you have so much stress, you need to get rid of it. Do it now. Listen to me. And with that said, I will see you on the inside. Thanks for joining.